àbájọrò kì í fẹ́ kú. Ohun àṣepọ̀ nílẹ̀yẹ, ẹ̀yìn ọ̀la wa ti dára ọ́. Àwa Èkìtì àti parapọ̀, ká parapọ̀ ká tún bá mú pọ̀. Àwa Èkìtì àti gómìnira ọ̀kan là ń ṣe. Èkìtì Èkìtì tí gbòmìnira, Èkìtì Èkìtì tí gbòmìnira. Àwa Èkìtì iwájú la ó máa lọ, agbára Ọlọ́run. Àwa Èkìtì ọ̀kan ṣoṣo máa ní wá o.
Ekiti, it is with a heart full of thanksgiving that I address you today on the celebration of the beginning of the new year 2023. We are all grateful to God for making us to see the dawn of this year, which promises to be a glorious year of strong beginning for us. It is also a year of a great lift across board. I want to sincerely congratulate you on making it to the new year in spite of the numerous challenges and threats that daily confront us as a people. The miracle of daily existence in good health itself is a grace that must never be taken for granted. I therefore thank God for seeing us through into the year 2023 despite all odds of the past years. Let me also express my appreciation to you, the good people of Ekiti State, for the privilege of electing me to serve as your governor. Since you elected me in June and my assumption of office in October, it has been an exciting 75 days of service to Ekiti. I therefore want to appreciate those who have been governors before me, and especially my immediate predecessor, who handed me the baton, Dr. John Kayode Fayemi, CON, Otunbadeni Yadebayo, CON, and Dr. Peter Ayodele Fayoshe, CON. I also like to thank prominent sons and daughters of Ekiti State who have been of a great encouragement to administration. I have visited many of them and I'm deeply grateful for their offer of support to administration in whatever ways we have requested of them. Similarly, I want to express my sincere appreciation to federal ministries, agencies, and departments, many of whom I have visited and solicited their support in terms of collaboration and intervention. I am very grateful for their reception, which is already yielding positive results. We are also thankful to development partners for their sustained interest in our quest to meet and surpass the Sustainable Development Goals mandate. We will continue to strengthen our bonds and collaboration in the new year. I want to sincerely register my profound appreciation to our people, both home and abroad, for their enthusiasm and cooperation since I assumed office. I'm deeply touched by your show of love and solidarity through advice, prayers, suggestions, and constructive criticism. Staying the course of our vision and mission. Ekiti, you will recall that I campaigned on a manifesto that was anchored on 6 pillars, which have been carefully designed to position Ekiti for peace and prosperity. As I have indicated in my inauguration speech, and at every forum, I have consistently reiterated that we are committed to this agenda because we are convinced they summarize our needs as a people and signpost our path to progress. Consequently, both the supplementary budget and the 2023 budget already passed by the State House Assembly have been projected to reflect the 6 pillars and their actualization. Already, the passage of the supplementary budget has empowered us to urgently intervene in some critical infrastructural renewal in the state. And just 2 days ago, I assented to the 2023 appropriation law as passed by the House of Assembly, an indication that we can hit the ground running immediately. I want to thank the Speaker, Right Honorable Lubumi Adeluga, and our honorable members for their cooperation. Ekiti, since I assumed duty, we are focused on the promises to you as contained in our campaign manifesto, While it is too early to reel out our achievements in the last 75 days, I will also want to assure you that we remain committed to our social contract with Ekiti people. For the purpose of accountability, I would like to highlight the 6 pillars, our efforts so far, and the focus for the new year. Youth development and job creation. We understand that the energy and creativity of the youth are the catalyst for the future greatness of our state. Accordingly, plans are already in place on how to harness this resourceful segment of our population. Our objective is to enable employment and income-generating opportunity that will engage our youth productively. In the new year, our plan will begin to crystallize into policy and programs that will create these opportunities for our youth. Human capital development. We are proud to note that Ekiti is one of the most educated and literate states in Nigeria. We are also proud of our record as the leading state in students enrollment in primary schools and the state with the best gender equality and mainstreaming policies and record. We hope to strengthen our hold in these areas and to ensure no one is left behind. We will keep investing in our schools to make them globally comparable and competitive. To this end, we are working with different international partners, especially the World Bank's Ideals and Agile programs and other initiatives which have seen our school receiving funds for innovation, training, equipment and infrastructure upgrade, as well as digital and innovation development funding for both formal and informal educational system. More importantly, we want to aggressively pursue the Ekiti knowledge zone agenda, which hopes to create a smart city where technology, science, and creativity become the currency of exchange. We want to create an innovation and knowledge incubation ecosystem where our young people can hone their ICT competence and creative ingenuity. To achieve this, multi-pronged engagements are ongoing with investors, content creators, power providers, and other stakeholders. Our hope is that in 2023, we will have begun the journey into creating a new economic landscape where knowledge is the black gold. Similarly, our secondary health facilities are all undergoing serious upgrade and retooling so as to be able to functionally respond to the health needs of our people. For us, sound health and access to health facilities are central to wealth creation and prosperity. In the new year, we will expedite efforts on this and ensure all our health facilities at all levels are accessible, available, affordable, and in good shape. We want to jealously preserve our record as the state with the highest life expectancy rates in Nigeria. We will continue to strengthen our primary, secondary, and tertiary health system to keep this trophy. Government is deeply concerned about the exodus of our health and medical professionals to other climes due to obvious present challenges. I am, however, glad to assure that government will look into the issues with a view to reversing the trend in the new year. We appreciate their enormous sacrifices and will be willing to see to how things can be made better. We are also in discussion with critical government agencies to facilitate access to cheaper funds to support the growth of MSMEs in the state. The vision is to ensure that our artisans, market women, and private sector players are linked up with cheaper funds to support their businesses. The State Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry is working on a comprehensive strategy to be unveiled in due course. We are also working on a comprehensive sport development strategy that will reposition sporting activities in the state. I'm using this medium to congratulate our sport ambassadors for their commendable outing at the just concluded National Sport Festival. Our promise of a sport commission is on course. The Office of the Attorney General is working on the legal framework for implementation. Agriculture and rural development. Agriculture remains the mainstay of our economy in Ekiti. It employs a large number of our people, but it contributes abysmally to internally generated revenue and remains a profession of large resource for many people. Presently, our focus is to continue to attract more commercial farmers who has the financial capacity to acquire the necessary technologies that can cultivate large expanse of land and engage in profitable agricultural venture. This will positively impact our smallholders farmers who can benefit from off-taker deals and access to financing, technology transfer, and collaboration. This is expected to create massive employment and lead to prosperity in the sector. We are thankful to investors who are already in Ekiti State for their confidence in our state. We will continue to create the enabling environment for them to thrive without let and hindrance. Already, our team is working assiduously to ensure that both our native and commercial farmers are given necessary support to increase their productivity. In 2023, plans are ongoing on how to further bring more agripreneurs to the states. This will lead to the full realization of the thinking that led to the establishment of the Ekiti Cargo Airport. Our long-term goal as a state is to make our state the foremost entity for agro-allied export to international market. Infrastructure and industrialization. Accelerating the development of key infrastructure is critical to our economic development plan. Power, water, sanitation, hygiene, and transportation infrastructure are critical to the realization of our prosperity goal. We cannot go far without deliberate investment in this sector. They are the key priority sectors that will improve our competitiveness and generate positive economic and social outcomes for our people. Our commitment is evident in the administration's aggressive pursuit of road infrastructure renewal in Nado Metropolis, which has seen to the ongoing rehabilitation of major and nodal roads. Similarly, we are currently undergoing massive deployment of street lights in the capital city as the first port of call in the Light Up Ekiti initiative. We will begin to replicate this same in all towns and villages as we progress into the year 2023. In addition to our infrastructural initiative, we are keeping faith with the quick completion of ongoing projects which are all important to the growth and development of our dear states. Arts, culture, and tourism. As we look to diversify our economy, we focus on tourism, arts, and culture to grow our economy, provide employment, and create jobs for our people. Our detailed tourism strategy will be announced soon. It is also a thing of pride that the Ekiti Performing Art Company has continued to win laurels and applause to the admiration of all in major national art competitions. Beyond this, however, is a commendable transformation that is currently happening at the Kogos One Springs, which has been concessioned to a private company to rebuild, expand, and manage. I am very excited about the progress that has visited the springs within this short time. I'm using this opportunity to commend Gracious Hospitality for the ongoing transformation of the resort and to promise strong government support going forward. The One Spring remains Ekiti's most iconic tourism springboard for the tourism potential of the state. With the level of ongoing transformation, I am convinced that Ekogos One Spring and Alita Waterfall will be back in the international tourism site in 2023, bigger and better. We shall also embark on the development of other heritage sites in the states. Governance. For us, governance is the totality of what we do and how we do it to achieve our set objectives. Therefore, governance is the connecting rod of all other pillars. It is the bedrock upon which all our plans are situated. We are working on innovative reforms that will lead to gradual and full digitization of government activities as we inch towards implementation of e-governance as part of our aspiration to bring about transformative and innovative solutions to government businesses. We are committed to open and transparent process that ensures government businesses are conducted in an effective, smart, and efficient manner, and that government is very responsible and responsive to the yearnings of stakeholders. In the new year, as we implement some of the reforms, our workers, who are the greatest asset in the development mix of our state, will continue to get the best in trainings, exposures, and improvement courses to prepare them for the challenges of the 21st century. We are also irrevocably committed to their welfare. We will continue to ensure that salaries and allowances are paid as and when due. Indeed, it is our greatest desire that our workers receive more decent wages and live a better life. Therefore, the welfare of our workers remains an item of first priority for us at all times. On the issue of outstanding salaries and allowances, government is working out a modality to address this issue. We believe that people deserve their wages, which they had sweated to hand. We are therefore working hard to create a more labor-friendly working environment for our workers. Similarly, we have started engaging the pensioners and labor leaders generally on the best way to address the burden of outstanding salaries, promotions, bonuses, allowances, pension, and gratuity. I am sure an amicable and workable solution is on the way. Nevertheless, we have to cooperatively come to a workable and honest conversation on how to deal with our revenue challenge going forward. I must, however, note that there's no easy way without making sacrifices where necessary. We must be ready to support the efforts of the State Board of Internal Revenue Service at increasing the state's internal general revenue by performing our civic responsibilities willingly. The judiciary will also be given adequate attention to ensure quick dispensation of justice through a systematic approach to the condition of service of judicial officers and the provision of conducive atmosphere to aid smooth administration of justice. We shall continue to support and retool our security architecture to adequately respond to the current challenges as it relates to criminality and kidnapping in the state. We are very concerned at the rate of kidnapping, especially in Nepal, Itakwaji, Irele, Okeako, and Ijimero axis of the state. We shall not rest on our horse until we put an end to criminality in the state. While commending the security agencies for their gallantry, I therefore enjoin them to scale up their responses to make the state safer. Conclusion. Since we came on board 25 days ago, we have focused our energy on connecting and mobilizing all available human and material resources that are necessary to the actualization of our plans. I have brought on board a team of proven professionals of very solid accomplishment to help lay the policy and strategy foundation for the administration. I am proud of what they have done so far, and I look forward to greater successes in the coming year. We hope by the time we bring on board more people to function in government as political head of ministries, boards, and departments of government, we will have created the necessary mandate structure and operating systems that will be of tremendous benefit to our people. Ekiti, as you are aware, year 2023 is an election year. I hereby appeal to all political parties to maintain absolute peace as we embark on electioneering campaign. I also solicit your support for our presidential candidates, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and our national and state House of Assembly candidates. There is no gainsaying the fact that their elections will aid the implementation of our policies and program in Ekiti State. I am very optimistic that 2023 will be a year of giant lift for us and our state. We are going to witness massive improvement in security, infrastructure, and government services than we have ever seen. As I end this first New Year address to you as your governor, I want to thank our traditional, religious, and community leaders for their critical roles they play at all times. I would like to continue to solicit for their support and cooperation in the new year. I thank everyone who has been of help in the past, just as we look forward to more opportunities for assistance and cooperation in year 2023. Let us remain united in our effort to keep Ekiti working. Thank you. I wish you all a happy and prosperous new year. God bless Ekiti State. Ekiti Agbeao.
Ohun abájọ́rò kì í bẹ́ẹ̀ kú, ohun àṣepọ̀ nílẹ̀ yẹ, ẹ̀yìn ọ̀la wa ti dára ọ́, àwa Èkìtì àti parapọ̀, ká parapọ̀ ká tún bá mú kọ́, àwa Èkìtì àti òmìnira ọ̀kan máa ń ṣe. Èkìtì Èkìtì tí gbòmìnira. Èkìtì Èkìtì tí gbòmìnira, àwa Èkìtì iwájú la ó máa lọ, agbára Ọlọ́run, àwa Èkìtì ọ̀kan ṣoṣo máa ní wá.